Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Niners are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Saints defense that needs to be ready for it. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Gabbert now on second down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
In today's football, when receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
From day one in the NFL, Jerry's Bird has been an interception machine, and now he's added excellent tackling and range to his game.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Gabbert again. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll throw again. Gabbert. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, Eventually, one of them might turn into a highlight.
Let's go! Ohio!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Third down now following the completed pass. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got Snead. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Here we go! Ohio!
Now Taylor on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go! 38! Ohio!
Taylor will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.J. Spiller, and it's 3rd and short. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The 4-time All-Pro, Navarro Bowman, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. Bruce Ellington back deep for the Niners. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They start the drive with High, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Second down, Gabbert. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And taken at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On the counter, Ingram able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, the first-round pick from Oregon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third down, 15 yards still needed. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Dial, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now Blair Walsh on for a long field goal. He's hit from as far away as 56 in his young career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A first down throw for Gabbert. And His throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
On second down, Gabbert again. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes.
And that's caught inside the 35. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tiger, C.J. Spiller. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. To throw is Taylor. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Gabbert now on second down. And going over the middle here to Curley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. On 1st and 10, Gabbard. His throw incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A second down throw now for Gabbard. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play fake to Hyde. Now Gabbard. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gabbard now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gabbard to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds.
Flex round.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Navarro Bowman in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Ellington now to return it. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Second down following the run. A second down throw for Gabbert. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll run high, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down, Gabbert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Garrett Selleck, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own tissue battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to pick. Ingram churning. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Caught right side. It's Snead. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ellington. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again, Gabbard on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The open man is Smith. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Gabbard now on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. 3rd and goal for Gabbard. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Taylor to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Gabbard again. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
And they're not able to convert on fourth down. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down, Taylor. Left side and caught by Fleener. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll come out in the pistol. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He was looking for Quentin Patton that time. Now 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Dumps it off for Spiller. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
There he goes, right side. 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
He's back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he gets it down close.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that +3.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield.
22.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.